Quick, everyone, start making GIFs. Apparently that's what we're after this day and age.
Yes. Get those GIFs. This is... I don't know what
give
is...
you people enough splits every match. There should be GIFs.
I'm still figuring this out.
There.
For whatever reason, the Periscope just does whatever the last event I ran was as a title. So congratulations, it's Monday Night Rise over there.
Oh, really?
Still figuring that out.
You see that?
It gets awkward when I do different promotions and the wrong one's tagged, and then I can't fix it. But since it's Monday Night Rise over there, hey, still.
As a marketing person for you, please fix it.
Oh, it's bothering the shit out of me too. I discovered it on Monday, so. But
Fix it.
and I don't know why the YouTube always says Monday Night Rise Wrestling too. That's weird. Oh, it's something with this channel, it seems. I gotta fix that bit. I'm quiet because I'm fixing it. All right, everything's rolling out now.
Fireman's over here on his phone.
Yes, he is.
Over here on his phone during an interview? How unprofessional.
Just hanging out.
I'm trying to share this as much as I possibly can.
This is the pre-interview. It's fine.
I thought this was a casting couch.
Well, yeah. Well. Yes,
Really?
we have. Yeah, I actually got the.
Sitting where she sat.
And there's your GIF. There's your GIF.
You were asking for a gift.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I sure hope my mom doesn't watch this. I think she watched the last one, and the last one I wasn't as
That's the
bad
one when I
as-
was bugging about the calendar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It still hasn't been done yet.
It's gonna happen again.
There needs to be a calendar.
Mm-hmm.
What? Now
Well,
we have,
now you guys can all be in the
we have
calendar.
4 guys to do
For Hossmen
the
calendar.
calendar now.
Yes.
That means you have to cover 3 months.
Oh yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that makes it easier.
We have to have a nice group shot in there too. So, like Christmas. Oh my God. Thanksgiving with a Hossmen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
You guys can do holiday specials. This will be great.
did I ever tell you the story of when we went to go do these photo shoots with Chest Flexor?
No.
So this past
Hold on.
February-
This should probably be on the show.
Okay.
I'm double checking some of the stuff. There we go. We did fix the title.
Yay.
We fixed the title.
Woo!
You guys are the right promotion. Well, we don't mention the promotion yet, but should. And this thing, I don't know why Facebook or YouTube doesn't, but we can fix that.
I love how you didn't even ask which one, by the way.
Which one? Which porn star?
Yeah.
Which porn star?
Like, it's not even a curiosity. Just, yay.
It's just in general. Michelle James. No,
No.
she's out there.
She went, her Halloween costume was a reverse cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl. I got the film. I got to film her and Jim Crennan with a holiday special for Halloween.
I
And
thought
she
that was
a-
going a different way. You filmed it.
well.
Remember that one time I asked you, because I want to do a live sex celebration at whatever promotion that will throw a live sex celebration, and I asked you to film it. And I'm like, hey, do you have any connections in that industry? You're like, I might have one. And then Missy's like,
Yeah,
what are
that was
you
it.
talking about?
Yeah,
I
that was
remember
that was probably after that happened. Yeah. Now she does a podcast up the street at Pittsburgh Current. So it was kind of the precursor to that.
There you go.
So it was kind of a casting couch.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of, a little bit. All right, guys, we'll get going here. Just pull up another chat over
You guys
here.
aren't treating this like a casting couch.
No, like for it to be a casting couch, there better be a woman here. It's not just me and Judo.
Hossmen calendar. All right. Oh, mute it up. All right, let's do this.
Wait, is my beard all right?
Everybody, check your beard.
Is my
Check your
hair-
facial
my
hair.
on straight?
Check your hair.
Hair on straight.
Is your tie straight?
Oh, yeah.
Is everything?
Oh, yeah. We're dead sexy. We're dead sexy as always.
Uh, Yeah, just to make you guys look fancier. Something.
Well, you see, what's funny about this, right? We've got the fancy everything up top. What you can't see is down below. We're just absolutely naked.
Nobody's wearing pants.
Okay.
No, strangely, nobody's wearing pants.
For the record, everyone is clothed on this couch.
Yeah.
They better be clothed on this couch.
There's only one person that's taking his pants off on the show.
And that's
Is it chest?
No, it's Troy Lords. Yeah, he had your side of the couch.
I got a porn star on my side, and you got naked Troy Lords.
Yeah.
There's something horribly amiss with this.
Yeah, it's like no pants and glitter. It's like a double whammy.
There's going to be glitter on my ass. Which, I mean, that's basically my average weekend.
Well,
so.
that's a Saturday night. All right. Somehow, right? Oh, where'd it go?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Derailed a while ago.
Oh, absolutely. All right, here we go. It is the Indy Mayhem Show. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. And this is the show where we talk with people in and around independent professional wrestling. And we have a very fancy crew with us tonight. And we'll be talking with them in just a moment. In the meantime, please go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com and IndyWrestling.us. You can find past episodes of this and other fine podcasts, including the Wrestling Mayhem Show and other podcasts where we talk about wrestling things. And also, a lot of people we talk with on the show are featured over at IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network, especially our guest tonight. And, of course, you can drop us a line at goodtimes at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or 412-206-WMS0 to hit us up if we have any announced guests coming up that you have any questions for. If you have anybody you think we should have on the show, because, hey, man, there's a lot of wrestling and we don't get to all of it. Hell, we're hardly getting to the TV stuff, let alone the independent stuff. And so if you have any suggestions, please hit us up. For any ideas, we are always looking to expand our wrestling friends contact list, I guess. But with us tonight, we have two returns to the show. We have half of the four Hossmen with us here tonight. Steve LaBelle, the Ronin, with us. And, of course, the sexy fireman, Jason Tyler, is with us as well. How you guys doing?
Oh, perfect.
Doing great.
I think for both of this is your first return to the show. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And if I may, better dressed than the first time I notice.
I was classy both times, sir. Come on now.
Maybe it's just because you're flanked by the sexy fireman.
That's true.
No, literally, like, I live in hoodies and shorts no matter what time of the year it is. But for the Hossmen, we got to...
That's right.
That's
right.
The part.
So, of course, you guys, as of this recording, this weekend is coming up Prospect Pro Wrestling, which is fast approaching its 1-year anniversary. I want to talk about that as well. And, of course, we kind of talked with you guys individually about things. Well, Stevie, we had you on, I think, after a couple of matches, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
How have things been going for you guys? Now a couple years into the business. First, you, Stevie, since it's been a while since we talked with you.
Things have been going pretty awesome for me. I've been, judo flipping people, kicking people in the head, all these things that I really enjoy. I even got to channel my inner RVD and go coast to coast.
Yes, you did.
Full-on Van Terminators, baby. Full-on Van Terminators.
Excellent. What about you, sexy fireman?
I'm having fun still, shaking my ass, making people motorboat me. Fun times. And wrestling, of course.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the Four Hossmen is a thing that kind of came out of the last Prospect Pro Wrestling show, which I think was in September, if I'm not mistaken. The big Leechburg show that happened, which was a fun night because I think you guys were in, of course, the Survivor Series style match, but everybody else had a different stipulation that night. That was not known until they got there. So that was kind of a fun thing. But tell me about the Hossmen and how that kind of developed with you guys.
So the Hossmen was a Marshall Gambino creation. We did the he talked after the match, after he came down to help out Jamie Jameson, and he went on to say that we don't always get the best opportunities, and it's to no one's fault, but he wanted to showcase us together because as individually we can be good, but as a group we're going to be great. And pretty much how I see it is we're just 4 big guys. We can't do flips. We can't miss 450 coast to coast or shooting star coast to coast. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Johnny Patch. But yeah, it's just
Shots fired.
4 big guys that like to hit, and we all have our separate, individual personalities. But when we bring us together, it's going to be fun.
And that is you guys, along with, again, you mentioned Jamie Jameson and Philip Archer as a part of that too. Talk to me about that. I know we've talked with Marshall on the show about Prospect Pro Wrestling, and again, heading into their year anniversary in December now. I know he was really big on, and talked about this a little bit when he kind of brought you guys together in that promo. It's kind of a place for seems to be guys like you to get more opportunities that maybe aren't other places, especially in the Pittsburgh area, right? Tell me about that. How has that helped you guys over the past under a year with that promotion?
Me personally, I'd say it's just helped me become a bit more well-rounded, and incoming jokes from, I'm sure, Dan Hooven about me saying well-rounded.
Yeah.
But it's me getting in there, getting reps, just getting more time in the ring, getting more comfortable in there, and getting to kick more people.
What about you, Jason?
Well, 2PW is just a good place for guys just starting up like myself, like the rest of the 4 Hossmen. Marshall's given not everybody a platform to try to get better, get more reps in, learn our craft a little better, and just an opportunity to wrestle, and then build on that last match, and then just keep getting better and better and better until we and just help us hone our craft.
And what kind of steps, for the fan coming in, what kind of sets them apart, you guys think, from like other promotions in the area too? Because it's definitely a little bit different feel than anybody else has going on right now.
Yeah.
Go for it.
There's a lot of people from different walks of life, from different promotions, all going in at that one promotion. Like, I see guys that I've never seen there before, like David Hetfield. I met him.
I believe Detective David Hetfield,
Detective
right?
David Hetfield. Yeah, like, it's how do I put this? It's just a mash of a bunch of young guys who just want to learn how to do what we love and perform.
Excellent. What do you think, Stevie?
I mean, as far as like the fan base itself and a different feel in that regard, I'm from the area. We're all nuts in the best kind of way. Everyone's just very passionate. Everyone's very happy to be here. We're just out to have a good time.
Excellent. So I do have to ask, because I know we were bugging you, Sexy Fireman, where's the calendar? I know we were talking about it a little bit beforehand.
Look, so me and Chest Flexor during, I was telling you this before we started, but I might as well tell it now. So me and Chest Flexor were talking about, hey, let's just go get some of the pictures done, not all the pictures. So we went up to Seven Springs with my fire gear and my helmet. We started taking pictures, and he was trying to convince me to take all my clothes off except my fire gear, and he was like, come on, you got to take this picture right next to them. I'm like, Flexor, there's like kids there, they don't want to see me shirtless. And he's like, no, go do it. And then there was a cabin or a like little apartment complex there, and he had access to one of them because of a family friend, and they didn't. He knew that we were doing it. They didn't know we were doing it till they saw the photos and were like, wait, why were you in my parents' cabin? We're like, don't worry about it. I was just laying shirtless on the ground.
Don't worry about it. We cleaned up after ourselves.
Yeah. It was like, are we supposed to be doing this? Yeah, it's fine. Flexor. Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. So, we are leading into, it is November. I'm looking for my 2020 calendar. Am I going to get my sexy fireman calendar?
Well, here's the thing. Like, in the Four Hossmen, we all bring individual stuff of our own.
Mm-hmm.
I bring the sexiness. Well, here's the thing. I can spread my sexiness, not like a disease, but to the rest of the Four Hossmen.
Not a member of the STDs, right?
No. We might get a Four Hossmen 2020 sexy calendar.
Okay.
Wait,
If I can
all right.
convince...
Wait. We did not discuss this. This was not discussed. He's pulling a fast one on me.
We're discussing it now.
We're throwing it out on the internet for everybody so they can,
Well,
so
it's out there
everybody
now.
can
It's-
discuss it.
It's on the cloud now, I guess.
It's on the
And-
cloud.
Okay, I mean, fine.
So and there was some shout outs for that in the chat room as well for a Hossman calendar as well. So
Of course, there. You see what you've done?
Yeah.
Do you see?
excellent. Jason, I know you've been mixing up with a few different people too. I got to witness you having a great match in your hometown. You've been having a couple of these now with Sam Adonis and what's going on over there. Can you tell me a little bit about that and that experience?
Yeah, so I was approached about doing benefit shows for a fire department, and of course I'm always like, yeah, absolutely, no problem. Turns out it was a company that I run dual response with, so it's literally like 3 minutes from my house
Yeah.
in our running area, and I was like, awesome, it's close, I'm helping my community out, not just firefighting, but entertaining them as well. So Sam and me have always been good friends. I think I told you about the Tennessee trip last time I was here, and so I had the opportunity to work with T. Ranchlow against him and Jimmy Vegas.
Nice.
And that was a experience. It was so much fun. Probably the most fun I've ever had in a wrestling ring. And then, I got the roll up on him, which led to the next match in October against me and him. And we did another fundraiser for the same fire department at Hartford Heights. And successful. Everyone had fun. Fire Hall made good money. And everything was good. And then it turns out that the police wanted to do it too. So we just did a police fundraiser too. And I got to team with him this time against Balkan Denny Gregory.
Nice.
That was an experience too.
So that is a mix of people. A lot of names you mentioned there. I mean, again, we talk about that kind of. Somebody mentioned a melting pot in one of the chat rooms. That's another chance of getting. A lot of those people also have been in Prospect Pro Wrestling. That you get to mix up with a lot of veterans there too.
Yeah.
So awesome. So tell me about what's going on here. Again, you guys are leading into the 1 year anniversary here. Kind of what's on the table here going into this show here Saturday night. Like, what are you guys involved with? What's happening in general in Prospect for you guys?
Well, the Survivor and myself are in a tag team title tournament, sort of a teaser of sorts, where it's 4 teams. It's obviously the 2 of us. Yeah, match traffic up there. Yeah, that. Yeah, that.
In case you forget everybody in the match, here it is.
So I'm in there with STDs, which I'm pretty excited. Always a good time working with chest. I'm getting hit in the nards. I know it. I'm bringing a cup. I'm gonna bring a cup.
That's a good
Cup's
idea.
a good idea. And then ATF, unfortunately, but hey, at least I get to hit Hooven in the face again.
Okay.
I'm always a big fan of that, especially after if anyone saw what he did to my dad. Always a good time beating up Dan Hooven and Santana Diamonds.
Well, I believe they threw your dad into a lake, didn't they?
Yeah, they threw him into a pond. It was
Yeah.
a big pond. And just threw him in there. He was weed eating. He had his hat on and everything. It's ridiculous. The nerve of these people. And then the Board of Education, which I've got sort of an axe to grind with them as well, because it's thanks to them that Phil and I don't know if you remember, but that Survivor Series type match we were in, BOE are directly responsible for the Survivor and I getting pinned. Yeah, they're responsible for our elimination.
I got to see them over the weekend. They seem to be turning the crazy up a little bit.
Oh, good. That's great. You know what? We'll see if we can knock that out of them. And Professor has noted, I don't know if you saw the promo, but Professor has noted that the Survivor and myself kick very hard in the head.
What about you, Jason?
So this Saturday, I have a qualifying match for the 2PW World Heavyweight Championship against Bronco McBride. In the promo, I said, and we were talking about this earlier, that Bronco McBride cannot handle my sexy kendo stick. Of course, I think you guys get what I'm talking about. But,
Oh, boy.
No, it's going to be fun. Obviously, it's going to be hard because of a tournament style. But this is just the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe next month is going to be the rest of the matches.
Okay.
Culminating in the championship being crowned at the end of the December show. So before I start looking forward to that, I got to look forward to Bronco. And I've never wrestled him before, never been in the ring with him before, but I know his style, and I might be able to shake my ass and stuff like that, but when push comes to shove, I'll get crazy too. And speaking of crazy, Jamie Jameson, the other 4 Hossmen member, has a qualifying match as well against Rev Ron Hunt. And that's going to be fun to watch. Obviously, we all hope. I hope Jamie advances. I hope to advance. And maybe if it comes down to the 2 of us, the best man can win. But I just want to see all of us be successful on Saturday.
And it's the Rev. I think that's the first time ever meeting between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
That is correct.
And the Rev coming off of an appearance on Ring of Honor in I think out of Columbus this past Sunday too, which was a very interesting match. If you guys were looking into that, I mean, that's the one with the referee and the cameraman and the ring announcer getting involved. Was teaming with Colt Cabana of all people, of course. So that's of course happening this weekend, so you guys can check that out. And I love this has been happening a bit more and more, and I love you guys are on this too. There is a 4 Hossmen social media account. There is. So like this isn't just like a faction that's happening in this promotion over here. Like this is a thing that's happening in general.
Yeah. So unbeknownst to the rest of the 4 Hossmen member, even though I sent them the email and the password to all the accounts.
I'm subscribed to the YouTube now. You
We
leave me
have-
be.
We have YouTube, we have Twitter, we have Facebook. We're going to work on an Instagram.
They'll have all the sexy pictures of all the Hossmen, right?
Yeah, just trying to cover all the bases. We're going to try to grow. I mean, I don't think we're going to be stuck to just one company. We want to try to expand and broaden our horizons in different companies. So right now we're just worried on gelling good, which I don't think we're going to have a problem doing that. But baby steps. Baby steps.
Awesome. Some good stuff happening there. So tell me the standard question. You guys are a bit further in than when last time we talked. What's the best and the worst thing about indie wrestling for you guys so far?
Best thing is getting to make friends, much like I've made in the Hossmen. And the worst thing is my father getting beaten up and thrown into ponds and whatnot. That's a bit irritating, honestly.
Well, unfortunately, I've seen a mother getting pile driven before in recent years. So, I mean,
What is it? What is it with you people and parents?
I don't
Just
know.
leave them be. They're not involved in this. They're not a part of it.
This has been happening. Yeah. So
At least the ceiling isn't high enough at Leechburg to have a Papa Judo on a forklift match. Okay?
that's barely high enough. The greatest thing was the slow ceiling there, and the first match is Super Hentai and Johnny Patch in an aerial assault match. They can't even stand on the Super Hentai is not very tall and couldn't stand on the top rope. And wow. So at least they gave a second rope stipulation to that. Jason Tyler, the sexy fireman. What's the best and worst thing about indie wrestling for you?
The best thing, like Judo said, is the brotherhood aspect of it. Just similar to firefighting, all of us are just like-minded people who love the same thing. And we just bond. You make lifelong friends out of this. And it's just people coming together to share their love for wrestling and do it and all that stuff. And then
Yeah, doing it, huh?
all that
That's
stuff,
sexy,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. But the
You
worst,
started thinking about the casting couch again, aren't you?
the casting couch, yes. Michelle James, if you were listening, I need a valet for my match. If
Hey, we can figure something out, maybe.
Sexy fireman shooting his shot. I love it.
I just worked with her 2 weekends ago. Not in on a
Hey!
on a talk show with
God.
Jim Crenn. I just qualify that.
Wow. Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do with that. Of course, this weekend, Prospect Pro Wrestling is in Leechburg at the Elks Club there. I'm remembering off the top of my head. That's November 9th, 7 p.m. bell time, Leechburg, PA. If you don't know where that is, that's kind of in between 28 and 376 out east there. So, and I love seeing that. There's more wrestling happening in more of the areas around Pittsburgh. You guys, we're doing some great stuff there. And, of course, the Worthington show for the anniversary coming up in December, right?
Yeah.
So, so we talked about the four Hossmen social medias. Where can we find you guys individually?
Let me.
Oh, well, he's got to pull out his phone.
Yeah, I gotta actually.
I'm
Okay,
ready.
Sexy fireman,
I'll let
go.
you know. So on Twitter it is Jason Tyler 5AF. On Instagram, I believe it is the same Jason Tyler 5AF. On yes, it is, and on Facebook it's 5AF Jason Tyler. A little switcheroo there for you.
Oh, keep you on your
Quick
toes.
switches.
Yeah. What about you?
So on the Twitter machine, it is at Ronan_LaBelle. On the Instagrams, it is at Stevie_LaBelle. And on the Book of Faces, it is Stevie the Ronan LaBelle.
There you go. Hey, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm looking dapper with this. You guys are going to be in the running for Best Dressed Guest now, although we do have the main event on next episode, so we'll see.
You can't compete with that.
I love Duke Davis.
We'll
The way
see what happens.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Liddy's coming along as well this time. But
I could outdress Liddy. I ain't worried.
You can outdress Liddy?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a challenge right there,
I
laying
got
it
you,
out
Liddy.
there.
You don't stand a damn chance. It's a sexy fireman, okay?
Liddy and Jason Tyler are going to have a sexy off. And,
Bring it, kitty cat.
Bring it, kitty cat. Oh, boy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat room here live on multiple platforms. Of course, please, you can see these guys in action, of course, on IndieWrestling.network. Prospect Pro Wrestling is being carried exclusively over there, and there's plenty of clips over on the IndieWrestling.us YouTube and on the Prospect Pro Wrestling social media. It's a great new promotion that is, like, it just came solid out of the gate, and to everybody involved in putting that promotion together, really good to see what's happening out there and seeing guys like you get an opportunity to do some really cool stuff. So check it out. Thank you, everybody. Support Prospect Pro Wrestling, and please support Indie Wrestling. All right, guys. There was a lot. Let me see. Because there was just a lot of laughing for a while.
I was laughing when you said 376 and 28 because I had a funny story about Marshall. It's like 2 a.m. and we're both like dead on our feet tired because it's an Erie show. And so we called the cops and they're like, yeah, we'll be out in about like, and they're like, hey, yeah, we can't stay very long. There was just a dead man found in the woods, and like we're right next to the wood, and we're like, we're gonna die. And then
Jeez.
and then they left, and we couldn't find a hauler company that was big enough to haul a ring away.
Yeah.
So we were there from like 2 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. and it was just blasphemy. It was crazy.
Jeez. Yeah, I heard a little bit of a story of that. It sounded like it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
So that's nuts. Yeah, but what were you guys? Did you get most of the way back with that, or
No,
it was up there. It was still.
The trailer was left up there.
Yeah.
And we came back, and then I think they went up to get it because he had a show to do like in 2 weeks. So we got it
Jeez.
back.
Well, thank you so much, guys, and thank you, streamers, for joining us. I know a lot of you probably going to go watch your AEW or NXTs or whatever. I know we are here. So thanks so much, and we'll see you guys. We'll be back streaming in the morning with Pittsburgh Current over on their pages, and we'll be back Monday night with Monday Mayhem show. I don't think there's anything weird happening there.